Okay, hi guys, today we will be going through exercise 1B question 8d, okay, where we have to solve for unknowns in polynomial identities, okay, using either substitution or comparing coefficients. Now when it comes to these kind of questions, most of you would actually have the habit of using either one method or the other, but you do not see that both methods can actually be used concurrently. Okay, so before I continue, now is a good time to pause so that you can try out this question on your own using both methods. Okay, now that you have tried out this question, I hope that you were able to get the solutions, which is c equals to 5, a equals to 2, and b equals to -3. Okay, if you weren't able to get the answers, okay, let's go through it now and let's see how you can use both substitution and comparing coefficients to help you to solve this. Okay, now first things first, looking at this equation, okay, what do you think is a good value to substitute in? If you were to use substitution first, okay, it's very obvious that we have to use substitution first to eliminate a lot of unknowns. So which will you substitute in? Yes, you would substitute in x equals to 4 because it knocks off this entire term. So let's sub x equals to 4 on both sides. Okay, so we have 2 4 to the power of 4 minus 13 4 cubed plus 19 4 square plus 5 4 plus 1 equals to 4 minus 4, which is 0, 0 times anything just is 0, so 0 plus c. So therefore, you would get c equals to 5. Okay, work this out on your own. You will get 5 equals to c, and therefore c equals to 5. Now at this point you're probably thinking, okay, what should I substitute next? Okay, or is there a coefficient that we can compare? Think about it. Should we substitute or should we compare coefficient? Okay, now that you have thought about it, okay, let's actually use comparing coefficients. Why? Because if I were to substitute x equals to 0, okay, look what happens. If I substitute x equals to 0, on my right hand side, I knock off this term, I knock off this term, which is what I want to find. If I substitute x equals to 1, yes, that is possible, okay, but why do that when I can immediately find the value of a by comparing coefficients? Okay, so we will compare coefficients of x to the power of 4. Okay, so on the right hand side, we have the coefficient of x to the power of 4 as 2. Okay, but I'll just write the whole term out. Now on my right hand side, how do I get an x to the power of 4 term? Correct, I multiply the first 3 terms together. So I have x times ax times x squared. So 2x to the power of 4 is just equals to ax to the power of 4. And there you have it, I have a equals to 2. Okay, so now my aim is to find out what b is, which is the last term. Okay, so let's try and find that out. Okay, I'm going to use this space over here. Okay, so now to do this, we can either use substitution or comparing coefficients. But you realize to compare coefficients, you have to extend out so many. So just use substitution. And we don't sub x equals to 0 because we said that is unstrategic. So we sub the next smallest number. So we sub x equals to 1. Okay, so we have 2 1 to the power of 4 minus 13 1 cubed plus 19 1 square plus 5 1 plus 1 equals to, okay, let me write this on a separate line, equals to 1 minus 4 a plus 1 1 plus b plus 1 plus c. Okay, so if I were to evaluate the left hand side, I will get a 14. And on my right hand side, I have -3, a plus 1, b plus 2, plus c, which I've already found, plus 5. Okay, so I will have 9 equals to -3, a plus 1, b plus 2. I don't even have to expand it out because I already found a. You see, I can just substitute it in. So I have 9 equals to minus 3, 2 plus 1, b plus 2. Okay, so dividing this, okay, I will have 9 equals to minus 9, b plus 2. Okay, so minus 1, divide both sides by negative 9, so I will have b plus 2 equals to negative 1, and therefore negative 3 equals to b. Therefore, b is equals to negative 3. So you see, this is an example of how I can use substitution. Okay, so I use both substitution and comparing coefficients, and you realize that my working is very short. A lot of you, to do this question, you actually expanded everything up, which is okay, it's fine to do that. But you realize that because of that, you might make a lot of careless mistakes. So try and minimize your careless mistakes and do it in the most efficient way as possible. Okay, so C equals to 5, A equals to 2, and B equals to negative 3.